Welcome to Time Capsule at the Shola Museum. We're going to talk about Corydon Cooley and his family today. In 1869, Corydon Cooley became a scout for the United States Army in White River at Fort Apache, and he remained a scout with the government for many years. It was during the Apache conflicts, specifically Miguel, Natchez, and Geronimo. In the meantime, he decided he was going to get married, and so he asked Chief Pedro for his daughter's hand in marriage. We're not sure if he asked for Molly or if he asked for Cora, but according to Apache custom, he could marry both daughters. And there are various stories about why and how that came about, but he did. He married both of them. Molly and Cora are not their Apache given names. Corydon gave those names to them because their Apache names were difficult to pronounce. They lived quite happily together, as I've read through the stories. The Apache people are humorous people. They love to be pranksters and jokesters, as well as Mr. Cooley enjoyed that part of life. One story comes to mind. He traded out the ladies' sugar in the kitchen for salt. And so when they cooked their meal, they ended up with a very salty meal. They knew exactly who did that. So they got him back for that. Unfortunately, Cora passed away giving birth to Lily, but Corydon and Molly raised Lily among the rest of their children. They were well-educated children, as was Molly. She noted in an oral history that Corydon taught them everything that they knew. They lived and prospered here in Shola in a large two-story house that the pioneers called a White House. It never was white, but they said it was so stately, that's what they called it. Corydon and Molly moved to the White Mountain Apache Indian Reservation, where Molly was granted land. They built this beautiful two-story home, and they lived the remainder of their lives there, raising their children and hosting many wayside travelers as they came and went from Fort Apache to Holbrook. They both passed away at this residence. Corydon passed away March 18th, 1917, although his headstone gives a different date. He is buried at the Fort Apache Military Cemetery, as well as Molly is buried there beside him. Thank you for joining us on Time Capsule at the Shola Museum today.